Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Okay.
So hope I'm audible and visible as well.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, great. So I'll start in 3, 2, 1. So good morning to all the judges and all the committee members present over here. Today, first of all, I would like to thank all of you for presenting us with this opportunity. And today, the team B2, that's me, Shruti Patwal, along with my teammates Svetanshu Subrajit, will be presenting a case study on Zerodha. Well, Zerodha is a fintech company or a financial services company, which in very simple words is providing brokerage services at a very low price. So Zerodha was founded by the Kamath brothers, and the founder, that's Nitin Kamath, he was introduced to the stock market at a very early age of 17. However, while he was still trading and gaining huge profits, he lost almost 5 lakh rupees during the 2001 and 2002 market crisis. He then joined Reliance Money as a sub broker, wherein he attracted a lot of customers and made a lot of money. While he was still trading and gaining profits again, he lost significant amount of money due to the global financial crisis in 2008 and 2009. Being in the market for so long, he felt that digitization and an online user friendly platform were the need of the hour. He also observed that the young generation was not enough willing to start trading because of either high brokerage charges or because there was a negative reputation about the market. So he aimed to become an online broker using the latest technologies available, which were more people first than profit first, and thus came into being Zerodha. Talking about the brothers, well, Nitin Kamath literally bootstrapped and founded Zerodha. He was also named as one of the top 10 businessmen to watch out for in 2016 in India by the Economic Times. He is also currently the CEO of Rainmatter, which is an incubator company which funds and incubates innovative Indian fintech startups. Talking about Nikhil Kamath, he is the co-founder and CIO of Zerodha. Also, he has this very interesting story, and according to me, he was a born entrepreneur because just at the age of 14 he had this very small business wherein he was buying and selling used phones. Then his father also asked him personally to manage his own savings. So even today, he's heading the financial planning at Zerodha. Nikhil Kamath is also the co-founder and CIO of Trubecon. Well, still the brothers were still in the market. They were able to identify the key problems that existed, which included that the financial markets of India were not very well developed. People were still relying on old technologies to provide stock broking services. There was also a lack of knowledge and a negative reputation of the stock market. Also, the brokerage was charged on a commission basis from approximately 2 to 10%. So in turn, it was a very hefty commission that was being charged. Zerodha aimed at solving these key problems by promoting financial literacy in the Indian stock market, and they still do so by their own platform Varsity and a trading Q&A. They provide online free courses on stock market and financial market, and they have this Q&A platform as well where anyone can ask their doubts. They also provide a discounted brokerage fees, a user friendly interface, and reliability, because that's very much clear owing to its huge customer base of approximately 5 million today. They also have a very technology efficient and cost efficient service. Well, Zerodha is the top broking firm today, and it brings its own uniqueness to the table with its low pricing and low operational cost, its user-friendly interface, its fixed fee per trade. Also, Zerodha has this brokerage calculator wherein you can calculate the total buying and selling price of any trade, because sometimes there are charges that get added in the end. So yeah, with the calculator, you can calculate beforehand. So, being in the market for so long, the Zerodha brothers were able to narrow down the target market, and even today, there is still less than 4% of the Indian population which is actively participating in the stock market, which is leaving an untapped 96% for people to innovate and increase the size of the pie. So the main target audience includes retail investors and traders, people below the age of 30, because these are people who have just started with their jobs and are looking for ways to save more and invest even more. Then comes the students who always have this urge to earn as soon as possible and in high numbers as well. Also there were housewives, because these are the or rather the housemakers, because these are the ones who are always looking out for ways to generate income for herself as well as the family, and not ever depend on anyone. So now I would like to call upon my teammate Swetanshu Subrajit to discuss the growth story and business model of Zerodha.
Thank you so much, Shruti. That was really amazing. And I really like the way you said the Zerodha brothers instead of the Kamat brothers. That's actually a very good name for them. Before getting into the growth story, cool. Let's get into another story. We'll dive into the past where the founders in 2010 were approaching a lot of VCs for funding. And surprisingly, none of the VCs actually wanted to fund them because the market had just crashed in 2008. So they had to start with their own savings. Now, the brothers had created savings worth 1.7 crores over the years of trading. But then again, NSE suddenly came out with charges which included brokers to pay 1.5 crores to use their tech platform. Now, the Kamath brothers had to do this, and a huge chunk of the pie was actually spent on getting NSE's tech platform. Now, with the remaining 20 lakhs, they actually bought office spaces, and they bought a lot of computers, laptops, and different things which were needed to set up shop. And 20 lakhs was spent on that. At the end of the day, they were just left with 16,000 rupees to start off with Zerodha. Now, with the 16,000 rupee investment, they started off with a blog website. Now, in the blog website, Nitin Kamath used to post a lot of blogs about financial literacy, and this, created a lot of you'll call it interest amongst the people who had yet been deprived of this knowledge. Only institutions used to have this knowledge of when to trade, what to trade, and which stock to trade. So all this knowledge coming into in the form of blogs interested a lot of customers, and we can call this blog website as the building block or the building blog of the company, because the first 1,000 customers that Zerodha made were redirected through this blog. And that's a huge step, because the first 1,000 customers mean a lot to any startup today. Moving into the other aspect of it, Zerodha never advertises itself. You'll never see an advertisement for Zerodha. It works on a word of mouth basis, and we can very well see that it took over the market leader of that time, which is ICICI Securities. And within a very little time, it was able to establish itself with an active client base of 8.5 lakhs, which is huge. Now, initially, it took a little time for Zerodha, of course, to set up shop and then make themselves relevant in the industry. But from 2015 onwards, there was a new government, there was a very bullish market, and Zerodha grew by a staggering 14x growth in the next 3 to 4 years. Now, Zerodha generates 2 to 3 million trades every day, and it's adding 50 to 75,000 demat accounts every month, and that's a very hefty growth. Looking into the business model, which has made all of this possible, if you look into the traditional business model, that was a commission-based model. Okay, so these stockbrokers, which were present in the traditional market, they used to charge, a very hefty fee, as Shruti mentioned before, and they used to charge a fee of around 2 to 10%, because they used to justify this fee because they used to provide extra services as a part of a bundle. Now, these services would include services like stock recommendations. They'll tell you which stock to trade, or which stock is actually doing well through their analysis. But then again, with a discount broking model, Zerodha charges a very flat fee on every transaction, irrespective of how big or how small your trade is. So this again, was very attractive to traders, because the traditional model did not suit them due to the hefty, commissions that were being charged. Now, due to the high volumes of transactions that were made on the platform, Zerodha was able to leverage the advantages of the economies of the scale. Now, to further reduce its cost, it did not offer the advisory services like the traditional model used to do. So it cut down upon the extra services which were given as a bundle, and instead it did a very interesting thing. Zerodha developed and exposed to us easy to use application programming interfaces. Now, APIs are like, you check the volume, you check the, you filter out the different phases or the different phases of the market. You can chart your markets, you can create trends, and this was very important. They gave this power to the customers with their platform, Kite Connect. And this helped people like you and me who want to trade create our own trading styles or trading strategies, just like big institutions or big hedge funds do. So this was again a very brilliant move. Coming into the the better part of it, or the bigger picture, with very low operational costs, Zerodha is still the leading stockbroking company of India. And why so? This is because even if you make a loss or a profit on your trade, it doesn't matter, because Zerodha will still make, charge you a fee for it. So even if you make a loss or you make a profit, they still get their revenue. Uh, Now the revenue model was, if I remember that correctly, the revenue model is also being fed through Rainmatter, which Shruti spoke before. Kamath is heading Rainmatter. Now that's an incubator and a hedge funding company. What they fund fintech startups and growing edtech startups which are working in the financial sector, and they have already invested in around 11 companies which are doing very well currently, and so this is also funding to their revenue model. Now coming into the competition, which is again a very important part, there are huge competitors for Zerodha. If you can see, the list is just unending, including big names like IIFL, Conversia, Grow, SaaS Online, and major upcoming competitors like 5paisa Stocks and Fires and Angel Broking and so many more. But then again, let's discuss some more important aspects of it. Now if you compare all of these different platforms, you'll find that it's almost similar. Like the brokerage structure is similar, the services provided are almost similar, the pricing structure is similar. So why do these competitions exist? The little changes that they do to the platforms. Now if I was to compare Zerodha with Upstocks, cool. So Zerodha provides IPO and bonds trading, whereas Upstocks does not. Now if you were to compare, let's take another name, Grow. Now if you were to compare Zerodha with Grow, now Zerodha does not provide SMS alerts. Zerodha does not provide you with online portfolio creation, whereas Grow gives you the option to. Now on the other hand, Zerodha also does not allow you to automate your trading, whereas Grow does allow it. So if you look at the bigger picture, there is not much difference between their brokerage structure or the pricing structure. But again, the small little changes make the difference. Let's move into the most important part, which is the present evaluation. Zerodha is a very big company. It's presently evaluated at $2 billion US, and in the last financial year alone, they reported a revenue of 1,093 crores. Out of this, 592 crores was profit alone. Now they have a total client base as of February 2021 of 5 million, which will be growing yet because we are already 4 months from that data. Now, looking into the future plans, Zerodha is already a big market leader. But then again, to stay ahead, you have to have future plans. Now, Zerodha is planning to integrate assistance system on its Kite platform. Kite platform is the platform which you and me can trade on. Now, this facility will be called Nudge. What does Nudge do? Suppose we have just started trading and we do not have any prior knowledge of trading, and we just saw someone's Instagram reel or someone's Twitter post that this stock might go up, and we put all of our money into that illiquid or penny stock. Now this creates a lot of danger because this can be a scam, and a lot of people have lost money and are losing money on these stock tips. Now what does Nudge do? Nudge gives you a risk warning pop-up every time you attempt to trade in risky illiquid instruments or penny stocks. So this ends up saving like tens of crores of funds in securities. Now if you look at Zerodha's further, they are also willing to introduce more discipline and safety rules within Nudge, and we'll be able to see it very soon. Now, they are also planning to expand Zerodha Varsity. The head of Zerodha Varsity, which is Mr. Karthik Rangappa, he also wants to tie up with foreign and Indian universities and include certified courses within their platform, wherein you and me can learn about trading. And this will be a very big move, looking into the amount of demat accounts being created every month and the amount of people entering into the stock trading options every month. Next up, Zerodha is also wanting to launch its IPO. This might be sooner or later, but yeah, there are plans. They are also planning, this is a very interesting thing, they are also planning to bring in foreign companies into the Indian stock markets, like Facebook, Amazon, McDonald's, and they give us the option to trade in the foreign companies as well. Now, every company has its weakness, of course, and Zerodha has ton of them too. Now, if you talk about the traditional model, they used to give you stock advisory tips or market-related calls, but Zerodha does not provide you with the same to reduce their operational costs. Now, they also lack the delivery of valuable advisory reports. If I am trading in a stock, if I have a history of trading, I would like to have a report or an analysis of my investments, which banks and other people give. Now there are no offline support branches, so there's inefficient customer support. Offline spaces are very important when you come to think of it,
Shwetanshu?
getting that personal touch. Yeah.
Yeah, just 1 minute left. Kindly conclude.
Yeah. Sure. Last slide. So talking about customer support, there are no offline support branches. If you look at banks, now banks have huge offline spaces wherein you can go and personally meet people and open your account. But then again, Zerodha lacks this, and they really need to work on it. Now, there are technical errors and charting errors which have been reported again and again. And these are some of the weaknesses. Now, there are some solutions that we could suggest as, looking at the entire case study. Now, one of them will be introducing general market related calls on their blog. Now, they already have a blog website. They can just repurpose it. Now, monthly analysis can be provided as a subscription service. Now, you and me, we could just subscribe to a plan wherein we need our monthly analysis of our trading activities, and that could again add to Zerodha's revenue. Now, they could also work on customer support, because this is very necessary, looking into the fact that crypto is coming into picture. You look into the fact that Paytm is also looking into getting into the trading industry. So to stay ahead of the curve, you have to bond with your customer, and that is the most important message that any startup should have, that you have to have that connect with your customer. And we hope that we were able to connect with you, the brand proposition that we brought on the table, which was Zerodha Financial Limited. And we would like to thank KIT COEK for giving us this amazing opportunity to present our brand study on Zerodha. Thank you so much, judges, and thank you so much, the members.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pratanshu and Shruti. So, judges, over to you all.
Yes, thank you, Shruti and Shwetanshu, for nice presentation. Basically, you have shown in your presentation that Zerodha has good or huge growth in 2017 to 18. So, what kind of value proposition they have given to customers to achieve such type of growth?
Okay, so this was very important, because in 2017 actually they ended up getting their license. Okay, so if you look at the history of the entire timeline of Zerodha, when they began in 2010 and where they are today, a huge part of it is because at every at an interval of every 2 years, 3 years, they introduce something or the other. So in the first year they introduced Varsity, in the third year they introduced Kite, in the fourth, fifth years, which is 2017 and 18, they introduced very important licensing. So that increased the as Shruti said, there was a huge amount of client base which grew its trust on the brand. And that's why also, because of the introduction of Kite, which is their platform, online trading platform, you and me, we can easily, the entry barrier was reduced. If we simplify it, the entry barrier to enter into the stock trading world and learn about it at the same time at a very free cost, that got reduced by a huge chunk. So yeah, that's why probably the huge growth.
So why you have taken this company as a for a case study? Because there are a lot of players available in the market. Are you connected directly to this environment?
Yeah, so that's the interesting part of it. So last year, actually, last year, I started working for this firm, and I started making a little money on my side hustle, and I wanted to pour that money into my own startup plan, which is another plan altogether, which is related to healthcare. But then again, when I saw the inflation rates in the market, so India is having the highest inflation rates of in a very long time right now. And if I have 100 rupees today and I invest it in a bank's FD, it'll give me back 5% return, but the inflation is 6%. So it doesn't make sense, because I'm losing my money over the year even if I invest it in a bank. So the bigger part of it was taking a little higher risk, investing in small case or investing in IPOs, and then gaining a little more out of it, getting a bigger return, maybe 13-14%. And to do this safely, I first found Varsity 2 years back, wherein I started learning little by little with my free time about stock trading, and it was really helpful because it's a free platform, so you can learn a lot about it. And last year I started trading little by little, whatever savings I had into the market. And Kite was very helpful because it's, again, as Shruti mentioned, very user friendly. So yeah, I've been related to the app, and it's playing a very huge role in my life. So that's probably the reason we chose it.
So can you tell me something about this company? Exactly, I think you told me that it is registered in 2010, right?
Yeah.
Basically, under what criteria? Whether it is a which kind of criteria the company is having? So whether it is public limited or private limited or something.
No, it's a private limited right now. It's completely owned by the owners, and that's why this financial year, actually there were rumors that the Kamath brothers and Arundhati Patil, which is another co-founder of theirs, they'll be getting 100 crores as a salary, which was again not true. But that is only because they own the entire company and they've never taken a huge salary, because they poured whatever money that they got into the startup itself.
So, okay, sir, Mahesh sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, Shwetanshu and Shruti, very good and very energetic presentation. You have really done a very good job. Good presentation as well as your language and your
Thank you, sir.
fluency and team coordination is also very good. So, Shruti, do you have account on Kite with Zerodha? Shruti,
Yeah, sorry, I was not able to hear that. Can you please repeat it?
do you have your account on Zerodha?
No, I do not have an account yet, but I'm still learning and taking up courses on Varsity. So I've just started, and with this presentation, I was able to get more acquainted with Zerodha.
Okay, fine. So, Shwetanshu, you have, right?
Yeah.
Which other trading platform you use apart from Zerodha?
So
Along
I
with-
have used Zerodha, which is Kite, and then I've used Fires as well. And I used to, I wanted to do an Upstox, but then I saw, it did not have a lot of difference. And when we compared both of the brands, actually, both of the platforms, Zerodha was actually more user friendly. So
Okay, so Zerodha is giving one more chance or one more platform for mutual fund kind of investing. What is that?
they have, I guess, Zerodha Streak or
It's Coin.
Stake.
The name is Coin.
Coin, yeah,
Coin.
Coin, sorry. Yeah.
Fine, all right. And in Coin, they have made it really good, and they are, because I have been using Zerodha, I have been customer of this for last 6 years, and it's really good. I agree with you. And what thing on Coin is best is, they have started one more, even if on mutual funds, we cannot always depend on the so-called horses mouths mutual funds, always investing in them. So on Coin, what they have done, they have started one kind of facility, that is, what is that, Shruti, do you know? Wherein we can put on, Zerodha have their own research team. They are going to select the stocks and create one small something named, which we can invest in that, like mutual funds, and they are giving really good returns. Yes, Shwetanshu.
So they've created the small case, I guess.
Small cases.
They've recently launched the small case platform.
Correct. Exactly. Right. So these are the two, Zerodha was being criticized for a lot of other things previously, but these two, Coin and small cases, they have made them again boosted in the market. My last question, I have one screen in front of me, one particular financial training institute in Kolhapur. I do not name that. They have their app, and on that app, as well as I use Telegram. On Telegram, I get the messages. There are so many channels. On WhatsApp groups are also there. We get on Money Control also, we get so many tips and all that. And everywhere I can see that Angel Broking, Zerodha and Upstock, these are the promoted platforms, but Upstock is promoted along with one particular tagline, that is Ratan Tata backed discount broker. Do you think that in coming years, Zerodha will be a bit behind, and Upstock will create a new story and successful story than Zerodha?
Sir, to be very honest, for any company's growth, it does not depend is that who's investing in you. We've seen a lot of companies fail in the future. In the past, which have been invested by big. If someone watches Shark Tank, there have been huge investment made in companies which are completely invisible at this moment. So even if we know that the Tata industry, they can provide their amazing insight into the industry, and they are very deep rooted into the Indian market. And yeah, there will be some pros, but looking at Zerodha, they have this tradition of moving with the flow. They can easily pivot themselves. If we look at it, they started in 2010 as a fintech company, and they completely pivoted into just a tech company in 2013.
Right.
So they have this history of pivoting. So I cannot make the call over here, but then again, the vision of the person leading the company matters the most. And with Kamath Brothers, we've seen that this vision is very strong.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
That is all from my side. Dormisya sir, if you have any questions, you can continue.
Yes, last question. Whether Zerodha is having any kind of tagline, or what is that?
Zerodha's tagline. I've never come across any tagline from Zerodha. They have never advertised themselves and all their platforms. These platforms do not have any. We don't know if you could enlighten us about that.
Okay, can you recommend your friends to invest into Zerodha?
Absolutely. Zerodha, yeah, that's one more thing. That's one more good option about that is that Zerodha gives you the option of referral systems. Now, with referral system, if I refer, suppose tomorrow Shruti, learns everything about it and she wants to invest, and I want to refer it to her. Now, other platforms are not providing that, but then again, if I refer Zerodha to her, she gets a little bit of amount of money inside her account, and even I get that. So that's a huge benefit when you look at the Indian market.
That is available with Upstox also, Shubhranshu. Let me
Yeah,
tell
Upstox has gotten that. But then again, the competition was huge. Like the list was huge. Out of that, only like a few people are doing the referral system.
Correct.
Okay, done from our side. So any
Thank you so much.
Shinde sir, Sachin sir, if you have a question, you can ask. Otherwise, we close.
No, sir, no question from my side because already.
Okay. So we'll go for next presentation.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shruti.
Thank you so much, judges, and thank you so much to KIT COEK for giving us this amazing opportunity. We were there for Investo as well, and we enjoyed it today as well. Also, thank you, sir, for asking us really amazing questions, and we'll surely look for the tagline once we are offline. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone.
It is pasted in chat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck. Good luck for your startup.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pratanshu and Shruti. That was a great start to the event. So thank you, and you may leave the meeting. All right. So now we have team number 3 with us, which is Nikhil Bharadwaj and Apura Verma.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Sharing screen.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Nikhil. Good morning, Apurva.
Okay. Can everybody see my presentation?
Yes, Apura, we can.
Okay. I'm going to start. So, good morning, everybody. So think about the last time when you woke up really late at night, hungry and starving, and figured you go to the fridge to check if there was something nice left to eat since all the restaurants were now closed. Did you feel that your needs weren't being fulfilled and you were missing major satiation? Or well, how about this? You've recently heard about the trend of vegan foods and want to try something that is just as delicious as classic foods, or you have dietary restrictions